I need to get some rest, but I need your seed.
Why?
Well, to sleep with it.
And as you fall, Enwin is still on his feet. The rest of you fall and break all of the tables inside of the Cheshire Club. To which Bo goes, "Come on!"
Best day ever!
Group, though. He would work with the group because he likes Cass, and that would just be really, really awkward on the battlefield.
What?
I don't think that's an awkward. Perfect person to protect Cass. I
Wait,
like
what?
it. Let's go.
I'm still
I
here.
don't need protection.
I'm still here.
I know you are, sweetie.
Chris,
It's okay.
shh. The adults are talking. Shh.
Oh,
1
alright.
second, buddy.
I like it. I'm gonna what do you
Chris
think
likes
of-
Cass?
I like
What have you
Obs.
been?
Ibs was a little pretentious.
Abs was
And
my
for
favorite.
me.
I like Bob.
Thanks, Perry.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Are you gonna leave?
Yeah, the crew needs me.
You go, and I'm gonna stay right here.
Oh my god.
And he nods his head. And he nods his head and walks you over to the door. Just sort of opens the door.
Oh man.
There was mouth stuff poison? Oh yeah.
No smell stuff.
That came out wrong, sorry.
Sorry. I couldn't not laugh.
The person has died, Ryan. A little decorum,
Death
please.
due to mouth stuff. Come on. Get over it.
I'll go home
Smack him
now.
across the face. I'm like, wake up.
All right, you smack Ryan across the face. We're set up in these stands or floating above the water. Have never seen a ship cross the finish line, but first. And they all watch as the first thing they see is Monkey C. Written along the side of the ship, crossing and backwards. And you have crossed the finish line. Congratulations, crew. You have won the first high lock race for the briefest of seconds. Let them be. Let them love and hurt and change and tell stories and die fighting and pouring drinks and doing the right thing even though it hurts. Just let them be. We can give them that. What's going on, Indigo Chameleon audience? It's me, your good buddy Scribe, here to remind you of the fun ways that you can interact here on Indigo Chameleon, even when we're not streaming. One, we've got an amazing Discord. Come and hang out with us. We would love to have you there. You can find some inspiration if you need it. There's memes. There's even like fun ways for you to be like the first ones to know when we're looking for players for a remote one-shot or a one-shot located here at Indigo Chameleon Studios. So please come and hang out with us on the Discord. We would love to have you. We also have a merch store. Yeah, it's a chance for you, the dear viewer, to help us represent the brand a little bit. There's t-shirts, there's mugs, there's prints, there's shower curtains. So I hear one day you will be mine, shower curtain. So yeah, thank you so much for all your support. And as always, there's always a spot here at the table for you. You are the 7th player at this spot. You can use stream points by clicking that little karma right at the bottom of your screen, right where the chat is, one of those sides. You can do that and earn stream points. Every time you tune in, you help us raid, you spread the word, donate bits. That, well, I don't know about spreading the word, it'd be hard to track that, but all of those other things will help you earn stream points that you can use to help your players when they need it the most. Thank you all so much for all your support. Indigo Connect, and hey, do you wonder? Hello, everybody! Hi! Welcome. It is Tuesday night, and it is time for a little adventure into Wonderland. As that really handsome guy said once before. Yes, hello. We have a Discord. You can check it out. We have inspiration. It's a chance for you to hang out with the players before and after games. Hello, T.E. Graves, everybody in the chat. Adventures in Geekdom. Gamer Travis. Dude, we got to see you over on the Discord, man. come on over and hang out with us, and that way we can let you know when games are upcoming. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out in the chat with us tonight and telling and spreading the word about cool stuff like the Discord, like the merch store. Indigo Gma, what's up? Hello. Thank you so much for the banana bread. It was delicious. We also have a few announcements of upcoming games this particular week. So tonight is Wonderland, as it such a bossy man. On Tuesdays, we go to Wonderland, so that's tonight. On Thursdays, we go back to the Lost Isle. The Lost Isle is our mixture of sci-fi and Dungeons and Dragons, mixed with my love of historical fiction. Yeah, so come on, hang out with us. Oh my gosh, banana bread does sound nice, and yes, Magnoth, soon. And so that's on Thursday. On Friday, you can come visit us in Neverland. We've got a group of heroes that are venturing forth through Neverland that are about to take on some undead forces. Luckily, our cleric in that game is the most competent player ever, and I'm sure we'll be using the ability Turn Undead, and it's definitely going to play this super smart with all that good radiant damage.
I rolled a 10 on insight on that.
I'm sure Thistle's going to be great, but I don't think she was paying attention anyway. So that was on Friday. There she is.
Sorry, I was responding to something. It was related to the game.
It's me.
What about Thistle?
Nothing. You missed it. I just talked about her for a good 5 minutes. On Sunday.
Keep talking. I have to fix a light.
On Sunday night we have. Oh, okay.
See?
There you go.
Is it better?
We have a one shot on Sunday. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a continuation of some newbies that we had come and join us here on the channel, and have a new sort of adventuring group that I thought was going to last one session, but it turns out it's going to be a little mini arc. So come and join us for that. But all of this, like I said, is over on the Discord. So, Wired. Hey, what's up, Wired? Okay, wait. There's a cleric better than... Yes, but just barely. So, yes, hi. I think that's it for announcements. I think that's it. Do you guys have anything going on this week? Anything you're streaming, you're producing, you're being artsy about that you want to plug? No?
I've decided for every hit point I lose until this quarantine's over, I'm doing 5 push-ups.
There we go.
For every single hit point in any game?
Oh, in Wonder.
Oh, okay.
Oh, buddy.
I want to die.
Buddy.
I hit Trovic.
Thistle, go back to Neverland. This is Snowy's game. Go back to Neverland.
So he hits Trovic.
Once upon a time in Wonderland, the group, having found themselves transported to not far away from Nyx's hometown. The group has made a couple of allies along the way that they've found transports to this small cottage that belonged to a newfound friend of theirs. Appearing in the cottage, they found themselves in the basement or sort of root cellar of this cottage. They played things very smart and were able to not alert the individuals up on the first floor of what they were doing, and sure enough, after a bit of time, they were able to make their way up to the first floor of this cottage, wherein the agents or guards paid them no mind, kind of letting them pass, which was probably a little bit more unnerving than if the guards had attacked on sight. They made their way past a large statue of an individual that Mandrake and Thoe and possibly Nyx were able to recognize from, I think, either the very first or the very second episode of Wonder, all those years ago, it feels like. And as the adventurers made their way into some of the smaller towns outside of the kingdom capital proper, we find ourselves where most adventurers find themselves beginning in an inn or tavern. Bonus points, who remembers the name of this inn or tavern?
It is called the Tipsy Cow Inn.
The Tipsy Cow.
That's right. Edgar, you get DM inspiration for tonight, buddy. You were the quickest on the draw. So you guys are inside the Tipsy Cow. The inside of this particular tavern is its meager trappings. You see a few individuals, as I would say it's probably late afternoon at this point. Many workers, people that are wearing sort of normal clothing. You don't see many adventurers or people of affluent background walking around. So, yeah. I just read Wired's thing. Welcome. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, you guys find yourselves in the Tipsy Cow. There's a bartender. It looks to be a human man who looks a little grizzled in the features. He's probably the epitome of, I used to be an adventurer until I took an arrow in the knee. And so, what would you like to do?
Edgar is going to go to wherever the fireplace is and just find a table near the fireplace. And he's going to grab a stick from outside from the fire and just light up his pipe and just take it all in and just enjoy his surroundings.
Sure.
And begins the prop work.
And so begins the prop work.
Yes.
Edgar, it's fine. You find a comfortable table that could accommodate the entire party near the fireplace. Yes. And Edgar wastes no time sitting down and smoking a bit from his pipe. It draws the attention of a few individuals in the bar who just sort of look over at the little tufts of smoke that seem to be coming out from the pipe. But other than that, they pay you no heed.
Around what time is it?
To get hyper specific, let's say it's around 4:30.
Okay.
Perhaps some of us should see to get him.
I will go with him.
Sure. The bartender is engaged in a quiet conversation with what looks to be a surly looking half Goliath in the corner that's slumped over and sort of nursing a large flagon of ale. But as you come up, he breaks from conversation and comes over to where you are. Evening.
Good evening. I do believe we need some rooms.
We got 3.
All right.
You're welcome to.
How much is that going to cost?
8 silver.
All right. I'll give him 8.
Yeah. He takes the silver and puts it in his pocket. As he does, he goes and grabs 3 somewhat rusty-looking keys from a rack that he keeps behind the bar and puts them on the counter. You need anything else?
Could you have hot water delivered to one of the rooms, please?
Hot water.
I believe I was clear as to what I wanted, and I'll lay 1 gold on the table.
1 gold for hot water. And he puts a finger down, and as he says, 1 gold for hot water, everybody in the bar looks over at the bar. And he takes the gold and places it in his pouch.
And anything else that the rest of my friends would like.
Is there anything else that you would like?
Is this something that's being it's loud enough that people it's drawing attention?
Edgar, there was no reason for him to yell out, "Hey, 1 gold for hot water." Give me an insight check, buddy.
That is going to be a 15.
A 15. All right. With the 15, the only reason somebody would yell this out loud is to alert every other person in the bar to the fact that this guy's got gold. And he's going like, I don't know, how much is a coffee? $100?
Get some dried meat.
Notice this.
Perception check.
I mean, I have a passive insight of 15.
So,
15 from me.
how about this? With your passive insight, people notice. You're just not aware of them noticing.
Okay, so I have a passive perception of 20.
Yes, many people are aware. You just. This is so weird to me that we're relying on our passive perceptions for this. Okay.
Yeah.
How about this? Alo and Mandrake working together. You two passive aggressively notice a group in the corner that seems to perk up a little bit. It's a couple of goblins and what looks to be a person shrouded with a cloak on. But the goblins are speaking in hushed tones. This hooded figure seems somewhat taller than the goblins, humanoid, but right now their face is being covered with a cloak.
Understood.
They take the most interest.
My passive is a 12, so I got no clue.
I rolled a 15, so do I notice this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trovik,
I'm gonna pointedly stare at the goblins and just arch one eyebrow. My hulking 7-foot-tall minotaur self.
give me an intimidation check.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
How
Alright, it's not bad, it's not
intimidating
bad.
is your eyebrow?
That is a solid 17, so I'm not quite the Rock, but I'm getting there.
You're like the pebble. Like you're not quite there yet. You raise an eyebrow. It's enough to send the goblins staring down at the table, but the hooded individual gives you a nod without sort of lifting it up. You're not sure how they saw you, but they're nodding in your direction as if to acknowledge your presence without sort of staring back down at the ground.
Alright.
Doing great.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get myself settled. Olo, if I may.
I'll hand him a key.
Oh, that's disgusting. Prestidigitation to clean it up.
We're fitting in so well.
You see the barkeep's eyebrow raise as if he's went, I didn't know you could clean those. Which is, but now the clean is the key is spotless. But yeah.
Quick nod to the barman and up to the room.
Yeah.
Just to drop off my stuff.
There are quite a few rooms upstairs. There's at least 7, but your 3 are the ones furthest away from the landing itself. But you can place yourself however you would like to place yourself, at the far end of the hallway or the one closer to the stairs.
I'll take the one close to the stairs.
Okay.
Furthest away.
Okay.
Unless...
Edgar, you're grabbing a key. Who are you rooming up with?
I'm going to give one specifically to Edgar, and I'm going to give one to Thoing.
Yay, my own room. Well, whichever person would like to come in and, by all means, feel free. Doors always open.
Mandrake, were you looking to stay in a room? I mean, you probably need some time to yourself for tea. I was going to go out for a little while or up, I don't know, to the roof. I'm going to the roof. So you can do your hot water tea thing. You're not going to sleep anyway, so you might as well, I don't know, stare at me while I sleep or something. This is awkward, but I don't really want to stay with Alo or Trovik because they're not big fans. And Edgar,
So
I'm not sure
you can
about.
stop
and
talking. I will take
Okay.
the key.
Thank you.
Also, I
Sally
can't
quote.
see while I'm unconscious. I can only hear.
Yeah, you can hear everything I say. Yeah, you told me. Thank you. I'm so glad to know that now. I'm still a little miffed about it.
We've been through worse, and I'll walk away.
Do you want to share a room turned into, I guess, do you want to stare at me while I sleep?
I like to imagine he hands her the key, and she immediately starts in this conversation with Mandrake, and Alo is just like...
Trovik, you headed up to the room like as soon as you got that key, right?
I got the key and I went to drop off my stuff in the...
Okay, I would follow behind him as quickly as possible.
Okay.
To try to catch up to him.
Yeah, how about this? Otto and Trovik, I want to paint you a little bit of a picture, and Nyx, you as well. The way that the kingdom is laid out, and you can choose to share this information should you so choose. Wonder was very particular in the terms of you had the central castle at the beginning, and everything branched out in a circular pattern. However, here, the main castle, as it were, is pressed up against steep cliffs, so it's overlooking the water. The closest proximity I can draw to in like pop culture is just because I've watched a few episodes. The new Matt Groening show, Disenchanted or anything like that. How the castle, the castle is right up on the water, and there's all these little like trap doors that they can open, and people will just dump right into the water itself. So the main castle is there. You guys are right on in terms of the city proper and the city limits. You're right on the eastern edge. Okay. There's a few smaller towns that you're going to have to make your way through. And you are welcome to do that or to brush right past them. Most notably, the towns that you're going to have to go through are Sedgerane. Sedgerane is spelled Sedgerane. And Kashid. Kashid is spelled Cashead. They each have taverns. They each have like sort of little general stores, and I will say that Sedgerane is a little bit more of a mining town. This is kind of your last stop. This is a pit stop, like last place to get gas in 30 miles, sort of town. But the Sedgerane is a mining town, and let's see, Kashid. Kashid is a place for sort of the affluent that want to live on the outskirts of the city. Think posh housing and things of that sort. Yes. A lot of the city guard, when they do well for the kingdom, are also housed here because it serves a couple of purposes. One, it makes it so that this place has a bunch of security. It's like when you offer a discount to a police officer, so that people, as soon as they come into the neighborhood, they see that cruiser right in that spot. So a lot of the guard live in this particular area as well. Okay.
Right.
Trovic, as you go upstairs, Mandrake is not too far behind. What are the rest of you doing with your evening?
I'm gonna probably take. I'm gonna take Dad up to the room and leave him with Trovic.
Okay.
And then, no, Thoe said she's going up to the roof. I guess I'm just gonna also go to the room, but realizing that they're chilling out, I'm gonna just like kill some time and then go to the room.
Okay.
Bar games?
Mill about.
Gambling?
Are you killing time in the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. Otto, give me percentile dice.
Dun dun dun.
Always fun when percentile dice get busted out.
65.
Okay. Cool. You spend a little bit of time in the room, just kind of giving them the room a little bit. Hey, Meowadiv, welcome. You spend a little bit of time downstairs. Different sorts come into the bar. You do recognize a few people that you may have seen in passing. No one that you know by name or anything along those lines. But you do see just various people that you come to recognize their face or their personages over a bit of time. But you spend a fair amount of time in the bar. Most people don't give you a second glance. Those that are drinking in small little clumps and kind of paying heed and paying attention to each other and not anyone else around them.
Okay. I'll probably also like grab a drink and not drink it. I'll just sit with it so I blend in better.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a variety of ale and things of that sort. But they also have a few signature drinks here. What do they have? They've got some specialty like rum drinks that is all coming out of the same barrel. And I'd say you sit down there long enough, you realize that anytime somebody comes up and orders like a whiskey, he pours from the rum barrel. And anytime they order like a rum, like he pours from the rum barrel, and like, you know,
It's pretty much anything comes out of the same barrel.
it comes out of the same. But they offer a Drake sandwich with egg. Is their specialty food.
Is this the kind of place that I want to get food?
No, God, no. Absolutely not. Not unless you've built up a sturdy tolerance.
Is there
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning taquitos, gas station
Honest to
sushi?
dump stat, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
just gonna get a drink.
Yeah, even drunk, you'd walk up to this place and be like, oh, I've got Cheetos back at home. Like, you just, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Nix, Edgar, what are you doing with your time? Are you still smoking by the fireplace? Are you finding your room?
I figure that if Olo's downstairs, then Edgar would walk over and at least keep him company if he's looking so bored by himself on the table.
Yes, terrific.
I have a question for Edgar. Are you smoking that good pipe weed you got a couple episodes back?
This is not. That is my reserve. This is a more mellow blend.
Just check it, man.
This is a more chill. Yeah.
This is like a pass to your homies blend. This is not like a I'm gonna see the world kind of blend.
This is I want to see North Dakota. Like I want to see Delaware. You know, like.
I don't want to go to the moon, man. Like.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fancy sit here all night long, sipping on a drink that you're not gonna have.
That is my plan for a little while.
Well, I suppose I could keep you company, play you a little tune, or just kind of, I don't know. Whatever, dealer's choice. I'm not too picky.
I was thinking about taking a fight with that guy, and I'm gonna like motion the giant Goliath.
Hang on. I gotta play this right. Nix, before I roll what I'm about to roll.
What?
And before I roll what I'm about to roll, would you have stayed at the bar? Would you have gone upstairs?
I think Nix is gonna go outside and find a place to plant those seeds.
Yeah, absolutely. You
a bit away from the bar.
Yeah. I love this. Go ahead outside and give me a nature check. Are you looking for ideal ground? Or are you just looking for...
Far enough away from the... I guess any building, so I'm not like planting something in someone's backyard.
This will not require a check. You just find some random spot in the bar, you take the 2 seeds, and you plant them in the ground.
Yeah, just something that's like, away from the town.
Okay. Please let me know the next time you eat or drink anything.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, I would say with a 19, although as you're like, well, I might pick a fight with this guy. As you turn to do that, you and Edgar both look, and he just happens to be turning back and like looking at you guys. And he's drunk enough to kind of like, he doesn't get up, but he kind of flexes, like he kind of like does one of these.
No, Olo, was that meant for us? Does he think that we're that much of a threat?
Perhaps. Let's invite him over. So yeah, I'm just gonna like.
Great. Stoey, Mandrake and Turvik are headed upstairs to have a conversation. What is Stoey doing?
I think I'm going to the roof for a little while.
Okay.
Because
I'll say this: there's no easy access. There's no
easy access.
Roof, red arrow
Okay.
that points to a door.
You know,
like,
everyone
just...
was always able to find roof access no matter where we
It's
went.
because he could walk up the outside of a building.
Yeah. Okay.
You
could just
fly.
fly.
You can fly.
Well-
You can fly. You can fly.
Hang on a minute. Can I fly?
You have wings. You have
I have
wings. You
wings.
have wings.
I have wings now.
We had a whole conversation about it.
I keep forgetting. She didn't have wings for so long. I keep forgetting I have wings.
You have a Red Bull in your pocket at all times. You are...
I throw myself out the window and carry myself on my wings.
Hang on.
Okay.
The window was closed. So...
Oh.
Rookie mistake. You got excited.
She goes right to the wall.
You didn't hear me say I throw open the window and then throw myself out the window?
No, let's check the tape though.
Okay.
And we're checking the tape. No, you definitely
said. I throw myself out the window. Got it. Okay, you were right.
Yeah, you very easily managed to fly aboard, fly out the window. Outside, you see a small elven woman who is completely surprised at your presence, as she is just sort of sitting up there, and looks like she's leaned up against one of the side walls and was dozing. But as you land on the roof, 3-point landing style, there's a, oh God, hi.
Hello. I didn't expect there to be somebody here.
Do you need something?
Not in particular. Normally, if I go up to a roof, there's not somebody else here.
Do you go up to many people's roofs?
I have been known to. Well, honestly, sometimes there was someone here, but there isn't someone here anymore because that person isn't here to be here. But lately, no.
Oh, okay. Well, many of the employees like to take a break here because many of the patrons don't really find themselves on the roof. But
see, I didn't see any roof access, or certainly any easy roof access. I found that I had to fly up, so I didn't really expect anybody to be up here.
All right. Well, no, please, but rest.
I mean, I can go.
No, it's fine. It's just relax, I suppose.
I'm Thoe.
Elise.
It's nice to meet you, Elise.
It's nice to meet you too, Thoe. You have wings.
I do. That's how I got up here.
Yes, that seems very logical.
Yes.
Better than burning a spell slot.
I don't know what that is.
It's just something I say.
Oh, okay.
All right. Do you mind if I catch a little bit more sleep before I have to work later?
No, you sleep on the roof? Do all employees sleep on the roof? This seems like it would be against some sort of like employee. I don't.
It's actually part of my religion.
Oh. What religion is that?
I worship Enwin. It's apparently back in the other times he would rest under the stars in order to receive guidance and a bit of clarity, and so many of us, it's written in the holy text. I see the face you're making. Are you a follower?
Not in particular. No, I didn't realize that followers of Edwin slept on roofs. It makes sense.
I just assumed when you flew up here.
Right. Yes, because I can probably expect to find a lot of people on roofs from here on out, because many people sleep on roofs because they are followers of the person you mentioned.
Well, I mean, that's a little weird. I mean, not everyone who sleeps on a roof follows Enwin, but most followers of Enwin sleep on
the roof. I suppose that has probably saved a lot of money in housing costs.
Well, you tend to own the building that you're sleeping on top of. It's safer.
So there's no rule about like you can just sleep on any roof. You have to sleep on your own roof. Is that how it works?
Just the rules of politeness.
Are there other standard things that all followers of that particular deity follow?
Oh, I didn't know that you were interested in becoming a. Yeah, I'd be
you might
happy
as well
to
tell me.
Yes, absolutely. And she goes over to her pack and pulls out a book, and she goes, "Let me show you the way."
Okay, I'm ready.
She flips open the book and sits down next to you on the roof, and gestures for you to sit down as well. And you see. On the front page is a crudely drawn photo, picture of Enwin, and she goes, "This is where every believer sketches based on what they think Enwin looks like." And I pictured him just a very, very tall, and very, very muscular. And it's referenced that he was green, but I like to think of it as like a light green, almost like an algae. You know?
Like that, this color?
Yes, but prettier than that. And she like she starts going through the book with you. Let's hi, dragons in the dining room. Welcome. Let's cut to Trovik and Mandrake. Mandrake, as you find Trovik going into his room.
Trovik,
Yes.
the gentleman downstairs. You've noticed him as well?
The hooded fellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps you and I should put up a few precautions.
Sensible. I don't have any more bear traps.
Let's go in your room.
Right.
So we'll head in the room. Sorry, hold on. I know I used to have a bunch of stuff. I gotta look and see what I still got as far as
Sure.
to put some stuff together. So my idea is to set up a few traps. So I would pull out.
Are you doing that before people enter into their rooms?
I would kind of get things set up as much as possible without them tripping them, and then alert them of them.
This is setting up a domino trap without putting that last domino in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I do have ball bearings, and a few other things.
So for the room that either you or I am not sleeping in, you are more than welcome. Humphrey is more than capable of guard and alerting me if someone is on himself or Orlo or hello, Father.
Hello.
And hello, Father.
No, it's fine. I sometimes kind of fade into the background a little bit.
I would. We don't really need to set up anything for my room either. I would hear anyone coming. I'll just place myself next to the door.
It's the only other. It's the third room that we keep an eye on.
Yes. So, do you have any ideas?
Depending on how light the sleepers are in that room. Oh God, that's Edgar's.
That is Edgar.
Depending on how much Edgar drinks tonight, it might be a light sleeper. Something as simple as a ringing bell might alert him. Barring that, there are spells for warding, spells to alarm.
I'll just set a simple trap.
Very well. I would recommend you let him know before.
Now, where's the fun in that?
An excellent point. Carry on.
On a piece of paper, write down a 1 or a 2.
Me?
Yep. Okay. Mandrake, you don't have the keys for the other 2 rooms.
No, I do not.
Okay.
No, he has the key to his room, and I have a key to this room. The only key we're missing is Edgar.
Yeah.
Got it? Okay. So Edgar, because I thought Thoe received the key.
She gave it to me before she went up to the roof so that I could go to the room.
Okay. So you have Thoe's room. Okay. So the only one you need to get into is Edgar's room, but it is locked.
Right. So, I have some ball bearings, I have some string, something to set up a simple trap.
Sure.
And I would go ahead and head back downstairs, I guess, to try to get the key from Edgar.
Sure. Trovik, as you are, after you finish your conversation, Father takes a notebook out from his pack and sits down on the floor leaning up and begins to scribble some notes into it. And he's writing down some notes. If you were to peek over his shoulder, it looks to be a detailed journal where he gathers most of his ideas. As you look over his shoulder and look at his notebook, you realize that every single invention, every single alchemical progress that he's made has come from writing down ways to help people. You see, Mandrake had taken umbrage with people possibly breaking into the room, maybe home security systems or ways for people to have, and other sort of perils that you guys went through trying to get out of the house. He's trying to fix problems after the fact. I will say this, Nix, you come back into the bar, and Mandrake, you come downstairs, just as a large individual from the bar, the half Goliath, or the Goliath of a man, steps up. He's got long brown hair that is atop his head, which is an odd look for him. The hair doesn't look like it fits his person. And he's walking over to the table.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and pick up the glass in front of Olo and just have it so like it's a comfortable reaching height for this Goliath coming over.
Right.
And just be like, first round is on me, clearly. So come on, sit down at our table. It'd be wonderful to meet you.
He looks at the glass and looks at you all. Give me a persuasion check, Edgar.
Persuasion. Let's see. God phone. I'm sorry. Persuasion, that is going to be a 13.
13.
Remember that time I was good at stuff?
I remember. Pepper Charm remembers. He looks at the cup, he looks at you, and there's this odd look and then he just kind of gives a contented, like, what the hell, and sits down in the chair. You hear the wood of the chair groan underneath this man's weight as he sits down at the table and just begins to take a long a pull from the beer that's been placed in front of him. As he takes a long sip, he looks at the group without saying anything, almost leaning back in the chair a bit.
We were actually thinking that you and I could have a contest of strength, shall you say. Do you arm wrestle?
I've been known to arm wrestle.
Would you like to?
Yeah, we could do that.
Immediately, Edgar's going to get everyone's attention back. Ladies and gentlemen, all about the room. Your eyes, please. Attention, please. These two fine gentlemen have engaged themselves in a gentleman bet of what did you say? It was a arms wrestle?
Indeed.
Gather round, coins along. Bring them in and wager upon this bet.
Give me a performance check, Edgar, as you are, ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
Please.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 27.
Edgar starts showboating a little bit, standing up on tables, yelling out. You hear this, Trovic, from upstairs. I would say people from outside of the bar hear people see the shimmy from the window. Though you might even hear a little bit of a commotion coming from the bar yourself. But with that, he begins stripping down. The Goliath takes off his shirt. Taking off a couple of rings on his fingers, and putting the shirt down on the floor, taking his boots off, and taking his pants off, showing a small set of shorts, athletic shorts, fantasy athletic shorts, beneath his clothing, and sits down at the table.
Under Armour, if you will.
Under Armour, if you will. Take DM inspiration for that one, Olo. This is my chainmail to protect my bits.
I spent all your polishing the armor. You don't wear armor.
It's my anniversary. I'm wearing studded leather for a stud. But you see him sitting down, and he goes, "What's the wager?"
I have 2 silver.
2 silver.
You're embarrassing me. It needs to be. He's gonna give him like a nudge, like an elbow jab, like a.
I was just gonna wait.
You're embarrassing him.
That's
Fine. Times I'll start the pot. 2 gold in.
2 gold?
2 gold pieces.
He kind of looks over at you. He's like, "So you're betting for him?"
I'm betting for a fair fight. I'm betting for whoever wins.
You speak for him, or you his like manager?
Well, more like his playboy, really.
How about 3 gold, and the winner gets to punch the loser in the face as hard as he can?
Well, then put your money where the mouth is. Let's see your gold.
He takes the 3 gold and puts it on from a pouch back at where his pants are, and places them down upon the table. Yes, Mandrake.
You said I came down the stairs just as this was starting, right?
Yeah.
So at the bottom of the stairs, I would be looking over where the goblin and the hooded figure was to see how they're reacting to what's going on.
The goblins are currently trying to scramble in between people to get a better look at this.
Okay.
The figure hooded at the table has not moved from this spot, but as you look over, they look over at you and raise a glass in the air in your direction, as if to acknowledge the fact that you're staring at them.
I'll walk over.
All right.
After hearing the showboating, I head downstairs. I see this. I go, "Oh, this should be good," and follow Mandrake over to a table.
Yeah. He looks at you and he's like, "All right, strip."
Unfortunately, I'm a little bit more modest.
How do I know you're not magically augmented?
You're right to have to trust me.
That's not how things work.
He looks at you, and he looks at the gold that's been placed on the table, and he just picks up the gold that you bet, and takes a big old hand and smacks it down on the table.
Okay, it's all calmed down. It's all calmed down. Right? It's getting heated, but in a good way. Okay, so we can come to a.
You stroll in here, throwing a gold down for a little bit of hot water. Coming in here strapped for bear. One of you's got a mechanical dog, right? Looks to be like a metal dog. All right. How am I to know that you aren't strapped to bear with magical items?
The armor is magical, if that helps. But if you're afraid, that is fine too. And I'm gonna grab the gold that I put down.
You gonna move his hand?
No, he put it over my gold.
He took his big meaty paw and just smacked it on the table in front of both piles of gold.
Oh no, then I'll wait for him.
Yeah. Give me persuasion at disadvantage, Otto. You're trying to Marty McFly the Goliath.
That is a 16.
16. Aren't afraid of nothing. I can't believe that worked. If the nat one, he starts. He starts putting on his clothes. He puts his jacket on, and he goes to the barkeep and he goes, "I'd like my drink now." And the barkeep looks at you and takes a bottle from underneath and puts it on the table, and he pops the cork and chugs the bottle. Looks like he upends it into his mouth and puts the bottle back on the bar.
come on.
So as you say, come on, he puts a hand up. You place your small hand inside of his. If it was a picture was taken, it would look like a Hallmark card of like a Happy Father's Day from your little
guy.
from your little guy, your little blood hunter. So let's cut back upstairs to the roof. To the roof. The roof is on fire. Give me a deck save. No, it's not. We cut to the roof. We cut to the roof where Elise has laid out for you
that was her name.
the teachings of Enwin. The power in the written word, the power in the shared word, that stories can influence, that words, although they are little, can unmake a king. They can make a small man feel like a king. You could understand why followers of Enwin could come from meager backgrounds and learn the power in the sharing of stories. There's also knowledge to be found in the sharing of stories.
Okay, if you could get in Zoe's brain right now, she would be really annoyed that all of this makes a lot of sense and sounds really good.
Yeah.
Really annoyed. She's trying not to look too annoyed.
But she kind of maps all this out for you. She pulls out a small holy symbol that is two-sided. On the front side of it, what looks to be the back of the necklace, it looks to be just brown wood, but it's in an oval shape. So it could look like a seed. But as she flips it around, you see a very familiar-looking apple on the other side of it. That is there, and she kind of flips it around from one side to the other. And she shows it. She's like, I have another if you'd like to.
No, thank you. I appreciate it very much. I just, yeah.
There's a temple a little closer as you get close to the city.
Wow, a temple, a whole temple. Is it a big temple? Very large temple, lots of people.
It can be.
Okay. Are you're sleeping here? I mean, it's early. I didn't think anybody would be. You're just settling in for the night, or are you on like a break or something?
I work the night shift. Are you okay? You are like sweating a lot now.
Great. No, I'm good. There's a lot of you have so much information.
Well, I mean, if you're passionate about something, like if you love something with your whole heart, it's hard not to be like want to share everything about it.
Yeah.
And Enwin's just brought me so much peace in accepting like who I am and where I am and what my ancestors gave for me and to me.
I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
I look out because this inn is in a city, right?
It's in a small sort of
town-ish.
This town is one that's such. If you looked out and saw a devil go by, or a tumbleweed go by, it would not be out of place.
All right. So as I look across the rooftops in this town, what do I see? Do I see a lot of other people on rooftops?
Perception check.
Okay. It's probably going to be good. It's a 16 plus 2, 18.
You see one other individual out of this whole town that's on their rooftop, and they're only on their rooftop because you can see from where you are with an 18 that they have an entire greenhouse. Like they are growing plants on top of the roof of this building, and as you look over, there's a sort of like soft wave like that comes from across the way. And
are there any tall trees nearby?
No, not particularly. You'd have to kind of leave this area. Right. She's like, I'm going to leave. It looks like you need some space. No, it's okay.
I was just really. You should.
Please take some time and commune with Enwin. Peace comes from solitude, and so like she goes over to where the roof is, and you see her nod at you, and then change into a rat that scurries up the wall and over the side and climbs down.
A druid. Got it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to probably not commune with Enwin, but just spend some time on the roof.
Sure. Yeah. Spend a little bit of time on the roof. The village plus town adjacent. Damn it, Mason.
What?
Village
You
plus.
said it was close to a town. It's town adjacent.
It's town adjacent. How's the school system? It's all right. It's little column A, column B. It's a starter town, starter village. You know. Oh my God. Now we head back to the table. Mandrake, you're motioned over to the small table, right?
Yeah,
Hang on. I have to stop.
Oh my God.
I have to stop.
What
When you
is-
said
what
three
is-
sentences, I somehow knew she was going to write
Meowed
very
it.
long sentences.
Meowdith is spamming our chat with the TLDR of Enwin and
Maybe I should have been specific on how long the sentences should be.
Well, I guess it's time for intermission so that we can all read this.
Python intermission queued up, ready to
And
go.
now for something completely different.
Or-
I
or
should
the
probably
same.
save this writing so that we can summarize it at some other point.
Can we get some copy pasta on that?
we can't get some coffee pasta on that. Mandrake, you go sit down at the table, and the figure shrouded in their cloak motions for you to sit down if you so choose.
I'll fling out my cloak that I'm wearing and sit down.
Good wordplay.
The big dramatic like penis sitting down, just
Yes, exactly like that.
nice.
Hello.
Hello. You hear a somewhat lilting voice from inside the cloak. You see the hood is sort of drawn down, a little air of darkness as they keep the hood down, and they seem to be calculating where the light is. Trovik, are you coming over as well?
Yeah, I'd have followed Mandrake over.
With another sweep of the hand, another chair is sort of gestured at.
Bow politely, have a seat.
I noticed you took interest when we came in. You are?
It's hard not to take notice of someone that comes in spending gold in a tavern like this.
Well, if you have, you spread it around a little bit.
Would you care to join me in a drink?
Absolutely. Trovik?
It would be rude not. Therefore, I graciously.
Okay. She sort of waves a hand, and as she does, the two little goblins that you met before come toddling over, carrying identical mugs of ale that you see most of the patrons in the bar. As the figure is the large figure over where Alo is getting dressed, putting pants on, but just sort of doing this weird, awkward, like I'm gonna make full eye contact with you as I put my pants on, and shirt on, and things of that sort.
He's maintaining eye contact as he puts his pants on. I'm gonna wink at him.
Somewhere, you don't know how you know this, but somewhere, somehow, Bob gets jealous for no reason whatsoever. Like it's a weird feeling. Like, but yes, these two tankards of ale are put in front of you, and she picks up her ale and sort of like looks at you all, and as she does, you see this beautiful woman with freckles all upon her face, and this this bright red auburn hair that's pulled up in a bun. It looks a little like frizzy and things of that sort, but her face is covered in freckles, and she's got these beautiful blue eyes. And you don't know what color stands out more to you, the bright red of the hair that has these little curls, or the bright blue in her eyes. But she sort of smiles at you and lifts the mug up. And as she does, she begins to rhythmically tap on the table. Occasionally, as just a way, it looks like she's got nervous fingers. So, what brings you here to our small town?
Passing through.
Business near the capital.
And you?
Business near the capital.
You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I go where the work takes me.
The rhythmic tapping, could I make any kind of a check to see if that's some code?
Give me an investigation check.
Cool, I'm about it. 21!
It is a code of some sort. You don't know what it is.
Would I recognize it as a thieves' cant?
Absolutely.
Okay. So.
Trovic, you're trying to pick it up, and I'll give you. If anybody could figure it out, Trovic, it would be you. And you're trying to, but it's too random. Like it's more music than anything else. But they just at one point they pick up their mug and it muddles the sound a little bit. Like you think you have it, but then the mug gets picked up, and that's a part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, may say Felicia.
I would take my mage hand, my invisible mage hand, and place it around holding my coin purse.
You hear taking. You hear the thieves' cant, like the tapping registers as. It's not a fluent language. It's not like, hey, how are you, ASL?
Right.
That's not what it is. You basically get the, like...
Oh my god.
You basically get a word that means, like, mark. Like, is this your mark?
I would tap out on the table as well. No, I wouldn't. Instead, I would release a few puffs of steam.
Okay.
In the same pattern, saying, choose another.
Okay. With that, she picks her mug up. It seems that my business may be taking me elsewhere this evening. So, a toast to you all. And she holds her mug up and takes a sip and puts it down on the table.
And good fortunes.
I like that.
I will raise my mug, but not take a sip, and place it back down on the table.
She looks at you oddly and then taps a chord.
I'll nod.
She looks at the mug.
I'll pick up the mug, and I can't drink.
You can drink. You put tea in your body.
Yeah, but I usually pour it in through a funnel.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll take a drink.
Yeah, you just put the cup to your mouth and a little bit dribbles. Yeah. She laughs a little bit, and she says, "Oh, well, this looks interesting." You see
Turn to the wrestling match.
back over to the wrestling match.
Yeah.
All right. So here's how we're gonna do this. These are going to be contested strength checks with the individual across the seat from you. Let me see what exactly they are working with. Okay, got it. These will be, so think of it like this. You need 3 wins in order to do it, okay? Should you both roll upon the same number for this strength saving throw, you both hit a stalemate and it resets back to the middle position. Does that make sense? So it's like 1, 2, bam. But if you both hit the same number, it doesn't matter where you are. Everything goes back to that middle position. Okay, the numbers reset. Okay. So he looks at you, and with this, you see people are exchanging money like crazy. It's not a lot of money. It's not gold and stuff like that. Edgar, like, I don't know if you're bookie right now, but people are just
I'm trying to
like...
hype it up and like going out with like a cup that I found. Just being like, all right, guys, bets in, let's go.
The bartender is looking at you guys completely differently because as you're pulling people in, people are buying drinks, and like it's gone from like, hey, welcome, like the season finale of Everybody Loves Raymond is on the TV to like, welcome to fight night. Like, you know, like people are just like people are into it, and more people are kind of coming in from the town. And I would say, Thoe, from your vantage point, you would hear, you know, like, you also hear a small voice in your head. As you're on the roof, going, are you sure I can't have one of them?
One of whom?
Because I really like the little one.
Why would... No, you may not have one of them. That was never part of any sort of arrangement whatsoever.
Fine, calm down. I can't wait to see what happens. Give me your first strength saving throw, please.
Me? Who? Them. Okay.
That's a 28.
With a 26 on his end, you see that arm. He places it, and he's expecting to win this outright. So he takes his arm and does that sort of like jerk move where you're trying to like end the fight immediately, but you're prepared for it. And as he goes down, as he puts all of his strength behind it, as he looks up at you confused, you manage to bring it down to that angle where he's almost like not quite hitting the table, but you've got the upper hand. Give me your second strength saving throw.
Ooh, I am glad to be a halfling.
Yeah.
That's a solid 30.
Solid 30. 29. Once again, you start pushing the hand a little bit over. I gotta play this true. You bring that hand over, and it gets closer to the table, and you see him sweating, and he starts like trying to like he grips the table with his other hand to just sort of like anchor himself to the table. Give me what could be your last strength saving throw, and you just do it like a mad sweep.
Let's go.
That is a natural 20.
And the crowd goes
Oh
wild.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Your dice, that is also a nat 20. As the hand goes whoop, like back up, as like you just go like, I'm gonna end it, and you stand up like on the chair to get to his height, and he looks at you and just like like he's got some beads of sweat coming down his hand as he brings your hand up to the middle again. It's the only time like a nat 20 would have. All right. Another strength saving throw. People are going nuts. Like this is like the like this little tiny little bit of a man is holding this Goliath at bay. Okay?
27.
17. You got him back again. He's grunting. He's starting to breathe. It almost looks like he's hyperventilating. It's a okay.
That's another nat 20.
down to the third one. Down to the third one. He's got nowhere else to go. Give me your last one.
That's cocked. It's a 31.
How do you want to do it?
That's my big brother.
Just put it down. I'm
You
not
just
trying to humiliate him. I'm just trying to make this a show so that everybody knows, hey, we can handle ourselves. What's up?
Yeah. You without ceremony, without some sort of big moment, you like slam the fist down upon the table, and there is this the sound of the table cracking echoes out throughout the entire room. As just it's not you forcing that crack in the table, it's just the sheer weight of this meaty hand slamming down upon the table. As it slams down and you sort of back up, he takes both of his fists and slams them down on the table as hard as he can. The table buckles in half, but you're already like kind of back up on the stool as you see everybody in the room just kind of takes a like hop outward that was gathered around the fight. And he goes, "You cheated. You cheated. How you cheated?"
Would you like to tell me there was nothing in that drink? Because I can tell you right now, I've made more for this bartender than you have. So, would you like to tell me that there was nothing in this drink?
He looks back at the bartender, and the bartender kind of gives a shrug, like he's right. And he gets up and pushes through the crowd of people. Give me a perception check. Everybody that's in the bar.
Cool. Not bad, not bad.
2.
Okay.
17.
17.
I don't
13.
13.
19.
19.
He's not honoring the other half of this bet. You get to punch him in the face as hard as you can.
He's
14.
14.
No, wait. 20. 20. I'm sorry.
20. So he's getting up to leave. He's getting up to leave and walk out of the bar. He's pushing through the crowd. He's pushing through the crowd of people. Mandrake and Edgar, you see one of the goblins that's wandering around as this dude walks by, just very quickly shove his hand into the guy's pocket and come back out with a little sack of gold and put it on his person. And then go skittering over to the table that Mandrake and Trovic are sitting at. This little goblin just takes some of the gold. But he begins to make his way to the front door of the bar. If anybody's going to say anything, now's your time to do it.
I wasn't here to establish the bet. I can't break it up.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your winner. Grab Olo's hand and just cast prestidigitation and just let sparks fly and showboat like a madman. Like,
It's the end of stage 1 of Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Like, you did it. Like, you did it.
Just gonna turn like bright red and make my way over to Trovic's table and sit down. It's like
lots of glad handing. Very excited.
Well done.
The woman takes her hood and pulls the hood off and says, "You are full of surprises, little one."
sometimes.
Would you all save my seat? I believe some celebratory drinks are in order.
Certainly.
Wonderful. And she heads over to the bar and whispers something to the bartender. And the bartender sort of nods his head, and he leads her behind the bar to where the kitchen is. And she kind of looks over at Mandrake and gives him a wink that's very directed at you, as you see him walking out from behind the bar to kind of lead her into a little kitchen area. And she kind of eyes over at this sack of gold that the bartender has just made, and she follows him into the kitchen. As she follows him into the kitchen, a younger girl walks into the bar that you all are meeting for the first time. A little elven girl who's smiling. She's got a beautiful necklace on. It's a little wooden necklace, but she's got a very congenial smile, and she begins to serve the bar, and you see some of the other patrons perk up at her entrance in, and her shirt is a little low cut for the evening shift, and she's got a very big smile, and she is happy, and it seems that with the addition of fight night and the second shift coming in, this place is starting to pop a little bit. You on the roof hear this big shout of noise and an individual walk out of the bar, the very large man that you saw.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm probably heading downstairs at some point. I don't think I'm going to stay up for a long time.
Okay. Right as you're kind of contemplating, I think I'm going to fly down, a woman with long red hair and freckles all over her face makes her way to the roof of the building and says, "Wow, that was impressive."
What was impressive?
The little one. Oh my God. It gives me chills.
Is this a voice I recognize?
Yes. Do you know how hard it is for me to get chills?
You are just showing up with all sorts of faces, huh?
You know who I am.
Well, I
right?
know. I just...
How about this? Can I have your name? Are you sure?
With
The deal is done. Consider me your... Oh, this is fun. Consider me your fairy godmother. Mission accomplished. The day is saved. I would make you a pretty dress, but I just don't want to.
Yeah.
thank you. So it's the scroll. It's
It
And-
is.
and
You are not ready.
I know
Would you like to be?
I have to be.
Right now?
Now is as good a time as any.
I was hoping you'd say that. Would you like to say anything to your friends?
Now, can I just go down for a few minutes?
Sure.
I guess.
I am many things.
Is this a time thing?
No, I am just not patient for mortal drama. Yes, go downstairs, do whatever you might. Do you say hello, spend time with them.
I don't think. How long am I going to be gone? I mean, I don't want them to waste time looking for me if I'm going to be gone for a long time, and then
A cloud moves over to where the moon is, and it sort of blocks a little bit of the ambient light as the sun has set at this point, and it's starting to get dark outside. And she goes, "Is that what we're doing now? Are we asking questions of each other that are just idiotic and asinine?
no.
How long will it take? How confident are you in your abilities? I would not have set up this unless you were confident in your abilities. So you tell me, Thoe, how long is it going to take?
I don't know.
If you are not confident that you could do this, then I will find someone else.
Okay. Can I leave a note?
Go say goodbye. Take a minute. Take several.
Okay.
You determine your fate. You are destined to kill a god, not I.
Okay. Just give me a couple minutes. I will be back here. Or take me from there. It doesn't matter. Just give me a couple minutes.
I'll join you. It's more fun this way. I want to get to know some of them a little bit.
As this, or should I be ready for someone else, another base?
I like this one.
Okay.
This one sold me her soul to save her child. It was funny at the time. I guess you had to be there.
I guess you did.
You'll understand soon enough. Go ahead.
I'm okay. I fly down the same way I came.
Mhm.
She's probably gonna follow, but you know.
Yeah. You go in through the front door. You all see Thoe enter into the bar. After a few moments, everybody's sort of sitting at a table. Occasionally people are coming by and patting Otto on the back, saying, "Great job, great job." And you see a few other individuals. Everybody looks somewhat congenial at the bar. After a few moments, the beautiful redhead comes out from behind the bar, looks to be readjusting her lips a little bit as she's taking her fingers and just sort of dabbing them across her mouth, and sort of waves at everyone and comes out. The bartender comes out looking very happy indeed, but minus the money purse at his side. And she comes out and sits at the table. We've picked up some more people.
You missed quite the spectacle, though.
What happened?
Well, as I understand it, Olo challenged this rather large man, arm wrestling contest, and then beat him sound.
You mean the guy who just walked out and across the? Oh.
That was him.
I'm a little sorry I missed it.
If we were going to have a target on our backs, I was going to make sure that they knew that we could handle. So, find biggest guy and pick a fight.
Well, I don't know about us, but they probably know you can.
Well, thank you for not actually punching. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Seems a little excessive.
Well, it was a nice feat of strength, I'll say. So good on you, boy.
you're going to be splitting this money that you took, or
That depends on how much money I made. So, how much money would you say I made? Like, play some
Between
bets.
all the bets, so here's the deal. Nobody thought the little guy was going to do it. Everybody was like, "Oh, cool, Death Wish kid, got it." Like, yeah, this is great. like, is this like a Give Kids the World thing? Like, or what are we doing? Like, is he? This is so. I'd say you made about 300 gold in this fight, working the crowd between upping the performance and things like that. As people bet against your boy, and you know those that did bet for him, like. You gave him great odds, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. So you wound up walking away with like about 300 gold in your bag at the end of it.
Cool.
You know, the bartender does kind of look over in your direction as if to say, like, hey, come on. Like, I gave you the place. Like,
where's my cut?
So Edgar's just going to take out like some coins. He's going to make them into like 3 different piles. He's going to slowly start to divvy out 100 gold. So he's going to give 100 to Olo. Here you are, my good sir. 100 gold for you. And to our gracious host for such a fantastic evening and for keeping them well moving. He's going to give them 50 gold.
So wait a second. Just so I know, you separate the gold into 3 unique piles, and then you go, and for our gracious host, half of this.
And all of this is yours.
Okay, cool. Hang on.
Someone had to keep the crowd happy and excited. And then someone had to keep it be the test of strength.
He takes the 50 gold and puts it away and just sort of rolls his eyes. So you're keeping 150. You're giving him 50. And
well, I need the gold considering someone stole all mine.
Yeah, it's weird that happened.
Yeah,
so crazy.
Those pixies were awful.
Just awful people. At least I have 150 gold.
Edgar, can I talk to you for just a second, but kind of out of the way of other people?
Is it going to last longer than a second?
It will probably last about 10 at the most.
I have that time to spare.
Yes.
Sure.
You will understand in just a minute. Yes, I promise. I just need to duck around a corner or talk to him where other people cannot see us.
It would not be in this bar.
And I don't. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I mean,
okay,
I
no,
it's
okay. Okay, then can I find a place where I can quietly talk to him? I don't want. I don't even mind our group. Nobody else in the bar can see this or hear this.
Would you like to go outside?
Yes, we could go outside or up to the rooms or something. This is important, but.
Then, and he's going to like motion to the stairs and the door.
Okay. Here, I'm going to run upstairs real quick. Okay. Just follow me upstairs really, really quickly.
Yes, man.
So all of this is happening with us sitting here.
No, I'll tell you guys later. He can tell you. We can all go in together. This is fine. This is just really, really important.
Actually, Trovic and Mandrake, go ahead and give me wisdom saving throws at disadvantage, please.
Wisdom saving.
That was really complicated. Thank you.
That was gorgeous.
I got the same number twice. I got a 17.
A 17?
Yeah.
Okay. 17 total or 17 on the die?
17 total, 15 on the die.
I got a 6. Oh, wait. Yeah, 6.
So this sends up a couple of red flags for any of you that know Thoe. However, it's not that bad. I'm not going to take this away from you, but I will say that you both are under the influence of the Calm Emotion spell.
Got it.
I'm sure this is...
Or not exactly the Calm Emotions, but a facsimile found therein. Let me make sure it's actually Charisma. Does that affect your saves at disadvantage?
Yeah, that brings me up to an 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean that's reasonable, right? Like,
yeah, mine goes down by
I'm in danger.
I'm the brains. I'm not the personality.
Cool.
Yeah,
Listen,
I guess.
we can all go upstairs.
Go.
That's fine with me. I just, you'll understand immediately. I just have to have a conversation that I can't have in front of the general population.
Then he's
here.
just gonna start. He's gonna just start pushing her up the stairs. Let's
Okay.
go. Come on.
As she's still talking, like, I really have to go. I really. But you
So, anybody who wants to follow can. I just need. Yeah. Anyway.
Wait a second. Who all is going?
She said it was fine, and unless you tell me I'm resisting it, I'm convinced that
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I mean, if everything's fine and I'm under the influence of a spell, I would just stay where I'm at.
I would go up, but I'd probably elbow Mandrake, kind of nod my head to like come with me.
I mean, if Nyx like asked me to come, I would
Like, this is
probably
important. You should probably also be here, kind of like, come on.
Yeah, Nyx didn't drink anything from the Fey realm, so he's good. Yeah, he elbows you in the side, and you guys head upstairs. You're chill.
Okay.
Because I have no money, because someone took mine.
Nyx
that is true. That is true.
Mandrake head upstairs with Edgar. Olo, you're downstairs with Trove.
Yeah, like if she said it was fine, I don't know her well enough, and I don't like. It seems like it's relatively important, but it seems like she also does not want me there. I'm not trying to piss her off anyway.
As Thoe leaves, Nyx goes, Mandrake goes, and Edgar goes. The red-headed woman leans forward and goes, "I want to know everything about you."
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Let's start with your name and move on from there.
Most people call me Aldo. And I'm just gonna give her like a very brief, like, this is a little suspicious. Here are the most vague details that I can give you.
So,
while still telling you about myself, but giving you no information.
okay, Trovic and Olo, give me insight checks.
Okay. Do I have this at disadvantage because?
No.
Cool.
The only thing this does is kind of mellow you guys out, but you can still be like, hey, what's up with this girl?
23.
23. 10. Olo's like, Olo is suspicious of everyone. Like, so I'm going to do the vaguest details ever. Like, that's true. Like, he's just like, you know better. Trovic?
You've asked me a question. Who do you think you are?
Big stuff.
Where are you from, though? What?
A place. Where are you from?
Are you the cops? Like,
You gotta tell me.
Otherwise, it's entrapment.
Otherwise, it's entrapment. Trovic, she seems really, really, really interested in Olo. Like she's almost like she's soaking up every detail that he says. But you're noticing, how about this? A 23, you said?
Yeah, 18 on the die plus 7.
I got to give you something with that.
That's a 25.
Oh no, that's 25. My bad.
25. Trovic, after a while, as Olo keeps talking, you know that he's being as vague as possible. You see that she's not really listening. Her eyes are glued to his face, but they're darting. They're going from eyes to mouth to nose to ears to the lines of his face. She is just doing. She is studying. She is studying all the little micro movements of his face and studying it in innate detail. But Olo is just like, I've played this game. I know how to win this game. And he's going on and on and on and on and on and on. And innate details. He's like, I'm winning. But you notice that she's studying every single micro look of his face.
As she's studying him, I'm with an insight check. I'm studying her.
Yeah, I love it. So Thoe, let's cut to you. This is your baby. You kind of take Edgar upstairs and
I guess Mandrake and Nyx will be there too. That's fine. I just didn't want to do this in front of everybody else. You giving out the money reminded me. Your brother gave me some of his money before he left, and it was quite a bit. And I know that you lost money recently, and I feel bad carrying it around, and I feel like I need to return it to you. So I pull out the little pouch that he gave me with 2,079 gold.
Oh my goodness.
I did not want to give it to you in front of a room full of people down there, because that would have been dumb. That was it. Like, truly, that's why it was going to take 5 seconds. But
So you were acting so awkward that you wanted to give me gold that my little brother gave me.
well, yeah,
To
because
you.
I had forgotten that it was in. I keep meaning to, and I keep not finding the opportunity. But I wanted to make sure that you had that, because that's really important for you to have. I shouldn't have your brother's gold.
But he entrusted it to you, is that right then?
He did,
Alright, but now you're giving it to me then, as like a family goal.
because it makes more sense for you to have it and to know what he would want it spent on.
Well, I mean, if you're going to give me this gold, then who am I to say otherwise? I'll take
Right.
it. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
So, cheers. Thank you. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
You're welcome.
I mean, is that it? Or can we go back?
That
to
was
the
it. I mean, we can go downstairs. I just, yeah, we're good. We can go down. That was it. I mean, they were welcome to come, but Mandrake, Nix, I have some things I need to take care of in town tonight. Don't worry about me. I'm good. Everything's fine. I just wanted to let you guys know, but that's not really related to this.
Okay.
I'm probably going to be sleeping on the roof tonight, but that's a whole other thing. So, but I just wanted to let you know.
Cool. So can I take the room with Mandrake then?
Yes, you are welcome to take the room with Mandrake.
Enjoy your room, Edgar.
Well, if that's all you need of me, then, guys, I'll be all mine. And Edgar is going to walk out of the room and just start making his way down to his room.
Who leaves first? Is it Mandrake or Nix?
No, who's on first?
I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of going where I'm pointed because everything.
Okay, so the Nix is the last one to leave?
Okay, as a DM, hang on. As a DM, I never, ever, ever want to take away your autonomy. Okay? So, if you have a question, if you're concerned about something, please pursue it. However, I gotta spank you for having this drink, because that's what the person who gave you this drink would want. So
Right.
You feel free to ask questions, feel free to inquisitive, but you cannot get extreme on emotions for me. I will never, as a DM, this is the hill that I'm willing to die on. I'm never going to take away your choice, your autonomy here. Okay?
Okay, so I can pursue anything I want, just not emotional.
Well, you just can't be too intense with emotions.
Yeah.
So you can't get angry. You can be
Right.
upsetting spaghetti, but you cannot be angry.
I'll be right back.
No, I'll figure it out. You go.
Got it.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
If never mind.
So if we're both still in here, so you're going into town.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with what happened last night?
With what that happened last night? What specifically are you talking about?
At the lake?
Perhaps it does and perhaps it doesn't, but it's not a danger to anyone here, and it's something that I have to take care of by myself.
Mandrake, do you know that Zoe's trying to kill him?
I do.
Hey, hang on.
Don't I?
Hang on.
Okay.
Mandrake, did you know that Zoe is trying to kill... so the 4 seeds come back. Go ahead and give me a... I don't know, what do you guys think? To prevent someone from choking, is that Dex? Is that Con?
Oh, God.
Con?
It's a dumb stat.
Con save. Next.
Me, a con save.
Sorry, dude, but
Nat 20.
Hey,
Nat 20? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Africa. Just
Okay.
lump it.
You know, like, did you know that though he's and you cough and like the 4 seeds come out of your mouth and like into your hand, and you see them in your hand, and they're still the same like size that you were before, but it is just an outward sign. So take about what you will. If you would continue down the path you're continuing, please.
Trying to kill Enwin. I will say after coughing up.
Yeah.
I did. She and I have had a
Cool.
talk about it ourselves.
I'm just looking at Thoe like kind of waiting to see what she says.
I never said that. I've never said his name.
I know you don't want it said, but you are trying to do that.
What you infer is what you infer. I've never said that.
Look, if we have a goal here, we have to be focused on it. This place is at risk if you're off on your own mission for revenge.
You're going to have to understand and trust in the fact that I have a little bit more information than you right now. And you either trust me or you don't.
I guess I don't.
Would I be able to, having known her as long as I have, infer that this is not just an overnight?
Give me an insight check.
Damn it. Well, it's dicks.
Me no.
It weird.
What is that smell? Crazy world, a lot of smells. Bye. Like it's just like
right. Okay. Nix, you know as well as I do that we can't stop her from doing something once she's put her mind to it.
It doesn't matter whether we can stop her. It matters that my kingdom is at risk here, and if she's going to go off on some revenge thing and we end up splitting our focus, we could all die. All because of some stupid... You really hate him that much.
Wisdom. Wisdom save, please.
That is oh gosh, my wisdom is low now.
It is.
That is a 12.
Okay.
It used to be better.
Okay. As he starts talking, this is what you hear in your head. Somebody talk about the show coming up on Thursday.
So Thursday, there's the show and with that, there's
Lost Isle.
Yes, the Lost.
There you go.
They're often lost in the aisles. What's happening there?
So
anybody else just Hail Mary.
Go ahead, Magnon.
A historical fiction show.
Okay. You're good.
Yeah, we pitched that show so good.
You are so great. Guys, hey, world's best cup of coffee. You did it. Congrats, guys.
Nix.
Yes.
I know you don't trust me right now. I know that you think I'm simply on a mission of revenge. I swear to you that I will help save your kingdom. You have to trust me.
If your focus isn't on the mission...
So Nix, as she says that, Thoe puts a hand out to you.
I'll say that first and let her respond before I shake it.
Okay.
Okay.
Say it one more time.
If your focus isn't on the mission,
My focus is exactly where it needs to be to help all of us the most. I put my hand out.
good to know. I hope it is. I'll leave.
Cool. Yeah, we with that, Mandrake, do you go too?
I would tell her. I would just say, be safe. If you're not strong enough, you have to be smart enough.
Maybe I can be both.
In my experience, you have to choose. And I walk out.
All right.
Okay. Downstairs, the conversation has continued onward, Otto, as the woman across from you asks more and more probing questions. How many siblings do you have? Where are your parents? Do you continue this kind of trail of like absent-minded, like asking questions about her and not really giving concrete answers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. This continues, and you see the game within a game, Trovic. Give me an investigation check as you study her.
25.
25?
That plus 10, nice.
Nice. Trovic, something. You are probably the only person in the party, save for a few others, that could get an investigation check. Possibly Nyx, possibly Mandrake, that would be able to study Alo. Now that we've read, there's actually a lot of int-based players. You are mood. You start studying her, and you see the game within a game, and you are treated to something that most people would not pick up on. As the conversation continues, Otto keeps skirting and she keeps moving, and it's like a verbal chess match where she's trying to be flirty and fun, and Otto is also trying to be a little flirty and fun, but you realize he's not answering anything. You notice that she's starting to look like Otto. Not in the facial features of Otto, but in the, not outwardly, the body language, the micro facial expressions. Otto does this thing where he's kind of smiles, but he smiles with one half of his mouth. And you notice that she starts to pick up on that as well. He'll do this eyebrow raise and then immediately pull it down, and she does the eyebrow up and then immediately pulls it down. If you want to get really, because I love people's tells, you notice that when she asks a really uncomfortable question, Alo does a it's a quick laugh that goes out, and it's really quick, and then immediately leans forward as an aggressive, like, and she starts picking up on that as well. And you see the chess match that's happening. After a while, Edgar, Mandrake, Nyx, followed by Thoe, all make their way back down the stairs.
I'll actually go to my room and try and use any magic I have to get rid of these stupid not to get rid of them, but like to remove curse, like
Nyx.
anything to just be like, what the hell is wrong with these stupid scenes?
Nyx, what do you cast? What's your first cast?
Detect magic, identify, and then if all else fails, remove curse, if that seems like the next best option.
Identify identifies them as seeds.
Great.
There is no magic associated with the seeds.
What about with me? Like, it's not tied to me at all, is it?
Not that you know.
Like, I wouldn't, like, with detect magic, I wouldn't see a magic, like, resonating from me that would be causing it.
No, not at all.
Cool.
Would you like to cast anything else after identify and detect magic?
I mean, probably remove curse on myself just in case.
Okay, if there were any residual curses upon you, you would remove that curse.
And then maybe ascending at Enwin himself.
What is
complain?
what is the set?
Gotcha.
Move.
How many words do you get?
I get 25.
What are your words?
I'm trying to help you. Please stop with the seeds. And just end it there. That's all.
So you give up. A god would be able to fix it.
I'll cast another one. I'm not a god.
No. No, you're not. And the seeds vanish.
Cool. I'm gonna click on a bunch of spell slots I just used now.
Never thought for once Nix would be in his room being like, I hope you're all ready to get banished, because it's about to be Banish Town up in my room tonight. Ain't enough spell slots for how many banishes are going to happen. Okay. You guys head back downstairs. As Thoe comes back down stairs with the rest of the group, excluding Nix, the red-haired woman at one point, one of the goblins comes over to her and just sort of like starts speaking to her in a tongue that you don't understand. Does anybody here speak Goblin by chance?
No.
No.
Nope.
Like the other little people language.
Yeah.
Okay. Start speaking Goblin a little bit, and you see her kneel down and pat his head and take a small sack of gold. She goes. She kind of looks at the group, and she looks over at Alo, and she goes, "You know what? For the company, drinks are on me." And she puts the sack of gold on the table.
This is very kind of you.
Of course.
Is Edgar grabbing the gold? Is that what that was?
Thanks.
Hi, my name's Edgar. I pick up curses like Pokemon.
No, he doesn't get it.
You can't lie or tell the truth. You don't talk at all.
That's bad. That's bad, Bard.
Yeah,
He's a signing bard.
she places the bag of gold on the table and begins to walk out of the bar, the two little goblins at her heels, and she makes her way to the front door and then and closes it behind her.
Immediately turn to Olo. You saw that, right?
There is a barrel of gold. We.
No. While you were talking to her, she was adopting your mannerisms. Slight, but it was there. The way you arch your eyebrow. When I ask you a difficult question, like, did you take my cookies when we were younger?
Bingo.
Did I notice this at all?
No, God, no.
No? Didn't think so. Nope. Nice.
This was
Did not
this
notice
was
this.
well and truly beyond getting to know you. She was getting to understand. She was trying to figure you out on basic copying.
I'm sorry, every theater person at the like and is watching is like getting to know you.
Yeah, no,
Getting to-
it's in my head. Like, no lie, it's in my head.
Yeah.
That is not good.
And
And you-
inclined.
Waited to point it out. Okay. You did not have
You would have me interrupt a perfectly nice conversation with nothing more than a suspicion.
I'm sorry, this is such a brother thing. Like, you were such a dingus. You did not see this happening whatsoever.
Wait, have you met me?
Yes, and I slap him on the back and hit the button to pop his armor off.
Alo's armor unfastens.
And I go flying off my chair.
It's Hulk hitting Thor in Avengers. It's just it's like Humphrey stands up and then sees that it was Alo and then lays back down on the
Whose side are you on?
Right.
That's fair.
Do we recognize that that woman was Faye and that the drink is where this happened?
No, God no.
No. Do we recognize that she's Faye?
No, you would have no. Give me an insight check. Yeah, I would say you're feeling chill. You're feeling cool. You're feeling nice. Like
Feeling hot.
Insight 10.
nah.
Okay.
You probably still have a couple more pieces to put together.
Okay. I would just
listen.
Yeah,
Mandrake can
no,
do many things. He's just not as clever as Eric.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this the right way. I would excuse myself and go to my room.
Good. Mandrake heads up to his room. After a bit of time, Arlo, Edgar, Trovik, do you guys close the place down? Are we Denny's this place?
I mean,
like,
I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, Thoe came back down. Did she stop at the table, or did she?
yeah,
just...
Thoe's at the
All right,
table
I'm
with you
gonna
guys.
head up, bye.
No, Thoe's at the table with you guys.
So who is your friend?
Who is my friend? Oh, her?
So, we.
Oh, I mean, we're not super close. I never saw her face till tonight.
I did not expect that you were particularly close, but okay.
I mean, she seems nice enough. She seems taken with you.
She seems to be taking me, yes.
This is more of an inaccurate statement.
Take me, Gar. Where? I'm out of gas and you need a jacket.
Watch that to yesterday.
Well, what are our plans going aside from getting closer to the castle? So,
I'm going to pick up my armor.
you're welcome. I'm sure Father can help you put it back on.
Just politely gives him the finger as he's not even like looking, just over the shoulder.
Well, considering all things, I suppose I should probably speak to the barkeep. I do owe him a small sum of money. You know, it's gnawing at me.
Yeah, give him this, and I'll point at the bag of money on the table.
So take this. I was gonna have him call him. I was gonna call him over.
This is fine. You can have him come take it. I don't.
Well, that'd be silly of me, right? Wouldn't it?
You'd have
So he's
to
gonna
have his station.
Well, is this place pretty packed right now, or is it just like pretty much us?
I'd say you guys have been here long enough. That third shift is in. It's fine. It's just a problem, but I'll grab it. If third shift is in, people are jamming out. People are having food, drinks, and stuff like that. It's decently crowded.
Then I'm gonna get the barkeep. The one I gave the 50 gold to. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get his attention. Just kind of give him a wave.
Yeah, you kind of catch him on his way out as he comes over and is just like, "Hey, what are the big?"
And then I'm just going to. I want to make sure that you had proper coins. So Edgar's gonna drop 50 more gold at the table for him. He goes, "This is yours as well as this satchel of gold. I'm presuming. Thank you for you."
He takes the bag and opens it and looks inside and then looks over at you and says, Are you sure, sir?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, this is yours. So take it.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. You're angels. You're angels. Thank you so
Well,
much.
halfling, but that's okay.
No, it's fine. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. Yes.
And what is your name, sir?
Kincaid, sir.
Good man, Kincaid. Thank you. I appreciate all your hospitality, all your fine work for the evening.
Thank you for the platinum, sir.
Sorry?
You didn't even bother to check.
And he nods at you and he goes, anything you need for the rest of your stay.
Your name is fine for now, Kincaid. Thank you. I will be calling.
Yeah, he cinches
he's just going to be cursing to himself.
He cinches the bag closed, which nobody opened, and takes the bag and heads back behind the bar.
Can I mage hand it and try to steal it?
It's in his hands. You might have to wait. But... Okay.
One day.
Yeah. You guys drink and until you are we getting sloshed? Are we getting pleasantly buzzed and then heading to rest?
The one drink was enough for me. I'm going to stay there, work on a couple things on Humphrey at the tavern area, and then head back up to the room.
Perfect. You head back up to the room. Trovik, Alo.
I'm gathering my armor, and I will be harassing Dad to fix it. Dad, mess up my armor.
Trovik, took the armor off. Like, and I just imagine the armor is bigger than you, so you're walking up the stairs and you can't really see. And like, yeah, it's great imagery. That's perfect. Okay. Nyx is Mandrake. You head upstairs after a bit.
If Mandrake is gone, if he's leaving, I'm just gonna say, listen, I never said anything to Olo and Trovik. They don't really know me as well, and I didn't want to have another argument. So let them know I'll be back as soon as I can.
You're saying that to me?
Yes.
But okay. I will tell them that you had something you had to do.
Okay.
But you should tell them.
Okay. I will. I'll try my best. But if not, you know. Nyx knows. I'll do my best.
I know you will. And I will go up to my room and I'm gonna fix the clay because I messed it up a couple of times over the.
Yeah. You spend an hour just making sure all the fine details are out there. You take a look at the skin just a little bit, and it doesn't look like it's progressed too far, but it does look like it's progressing.
Okay.
Has Thoe left, or is she still in the bar?
No, I'm in the bar.
Then Edgar is going to be kind of just cleaning out the tobacco that was burnt into his pipe, and he's just going to telepathically just like, do you need assistance? Do you need an escort?
Where? He doesn't know him. Where? What are you talking about?
She says out loud.
Aren't you going so?
How did you know?
Didn't you just say in front of the group?
I said it in front of Mandrake and Nyx. I didn't realize I said it in front of Edgar. I thought he'd already left. Yeah, no, I know. I thought he had already left. I waited. Yeah, because he was the first one down.
Yeah.
Do I look like someone who's going somewhere?
Never mind.
No, you don't. Wow.
It's weird. Edgar jumps. Edgar takes a few steps and then jumps into a garbage can, and the garbage can just kind of
It's okay. I'll go with it. Because I was going to tell him anyway. Yes, I have some personal things I need to take care of, but I will be back very soon as I can. I don't know as soon as I can.
So do you need someone to go with you? Is there something you need to do?
This is all me. But thank you.
Well, be safe. Well, rather, be safe when you're going out there, Chloe. Right?
I will take care of myself.
I know you will. And Edgar is going to just go to his room.
Yeah.
Okay, Olo and Trovik are left, right?
No, they left.
They left.
Olo and Trovik went upstairs to their room.
They're roommates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
They were roommates.
I will knock on their door before I go. 'Cause it's the right thing to do.
When did I become the moral compass?
I don't know. I hate it.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Why is our rogue the moral compass? What?
Father opens the door in his matching top and bottom pajamas with little sailboats on them.
He got the present, yay!
Oh, Thoe.
Hi.
Hello.
I just got some advice from a friend, and I just needed to stop by very quickly.
Oh my gosh, come in. Hello, Trovik.
Yes.
Thoe had some advice from a friend, and she wanted to come in and talk to us about it.
Delightful. And like I have my scale mail off and slip later across the table. I'm going, how do I fix this again?
Wait, oh, that's right. I can't do that either. I keep forgetting all the things that I can't do anymore. Never mind.
Does this involve feelings?
Feelings?
Are you having strong feelings?
Well, kind of. Actually, lately, not so much. I'm pretty good when it comes to strong feelings.
Do you think that this will elicit feelings in Olo and Tropic?
Probably.
Could you please not now?
This is the feeling stick. If at any point during the conversation anyone wants to express their feelings without reproach, perhaps you want to rage, perhaps you want to be angry. This feeling stick is what you hold on to, and it allows you to express your feelings in a safe place. I'm feeling grateful that Thoe trusts us enough to come and speak to us and share with us the wisdom from her friend.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand out for the stick.
Okay. Hands it to her.
I'm feeling incredibly embarrassed. I have not felt this awkward since we had our get-along shirt. And he's gonna hand it
back. Almost worked.
I'm feeling proud that he remembers the get-along shirt. And hands the stick to Thoe.
I'm feeling like I have some things I need to take care of. I can't really talk about them. I shared a little bit with Mandrake and Nyx. I don't think I'll be gone long, but I was just going to leave a message with them. And Mandrake convinced me that the right thing to do was to tell you myself. Only I felt like I didn't want to cause an argument, so I'm feeling like I'm hoping that this doesn't cause an argument. Does anybody else want the stick?
I just have a quick question. The stick isn't quite necessary, but thank you for the offer. Does this have to do with the first conversation where you wanted me to build something?
Vaguely?
I trust that you will do the right thing. Regardless of what it is, trust us.
Olo is looking between the two and he just reaches for the stick. I'm feeling like secrets do not make friends, so we should talk about this when you get back. I'd like to know.
I apologize, Olo. I will explain this as soon as I am...
Good.
Father takes the stick and says, secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
It was for a personal project.
Is there anything we can do to help before you go?
No, but thank you. Thank you for offering. I need you to know that I truly believe that this is the right thing for everyone here and for what we need to do next.
Well, if you are following Mandrake's advice, he seems like a good moral center, so trust you.
You guys, you're really solidifying my character for next campaign. Just so you know,
I'm about it.
he's gonna be awful.
My alignment is chaotic jerk.
It's Mandrake. That's my alignment, Mandrake.
I believe this paper will explain everything. This is just you writing on with crayons saying I can do whatever I want.
I see that you understand.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
And you as well, Thoe-san.
All right, I turn to
Just
go.
like, good night. Everyone stands there awkwardly.
As Thoe leaves, Father says, I feel glad that I brought my travel feeling stick with me for this trip.
I do not.
He didn't say I feel.
All of you settle down for a long rest, marking a long rest as such on your character
Yes.
sheet. Zoe, you head outside.
Mm-hmm. I figure I'm probably. Oh, that girl's probably on the roof. Yeah, I'm gonna fly up, peek on the roof, see if she's there, and if she is, I'm gonna fly back down. But if she's not, I'll just go up to the
the
roof
red-haired girl on the roof.
myself. Okay, I'm going up to the roof.
Did you get everything you needed?
I said goodbye.
Good. That's something that mortals do. Do you feel better or worse? Felicia Faye. Nice.
Both.
Fine. Then repeat after me. My life is yours.
My life is yours.
I commit myself
I commit myself
to the court
to the court
and the obligations
and the obligations
found therein.
found therein.
Very good. Do you have any magical items on your person?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead and leave them at the ground at your feet,
Including my bracers of defense.
including your bracers of defense.
Oh, including my superior healing potions?
Every magical item on your person, you can leave them here. Your life belongs to me now, so I don't understand why you're not.
I was just checking, because, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
She reaches at her side and hands a dagger to you.
Okay.
Says, "Are you prepared?"
I'm as prepared as I'm gonna be.
Good luck. She hands the dagger to you. And you are banished. However, after the pact that you made, this is not your home plane. So as the minute counts down, she waits and looks at the spot, and in a star-filled sky, she gathers up the items that she can, walks into the bar, heading up to your room, placing the bracers upon her wrist, placing the magical items upon her person, utilizing the life that was given of freely, and lays down in bed. And Mandrake, you hear, "Good night."
I would have taken that bed because she said she wasn't coming back. I'm kind of in.
She lays down on the bed.
You're back.
It went faster than I thought it would.
Do you want me to go back to Edgar's room then?
Please.
Get up.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad you're back.
It's funny. I finally, after everything that's happened, I finally feel like I'm starting to become my true self. You know?
I do. I'm glad to have you back, Zoe.
I'm glad to be back. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. Kiddos, your only homework this week is roll initiative for me for next week, and go ahead and send that bad boy to me. We're gonna go raid a channel, but we are kicking things off bright and early with an initiative roll that is happening right now. Thank you to everybody that was hanging out in the chat with us. We had the place a poppin'. We picked up some new followers, some new people that are joining up with Indigo Chameleon. But we are starting up with a big bad battle, which I think is going to be a lot of fun come next week. Yes, Shrovik?
Sorry, quick question. What I was doing at the beginning of that, so that at the end of my long rest, I'd be able to move that infusion back from the puzzle box I did for James back to my arm.
Done.
Sweet, thank you so much.
Done and done. I'll even throw in some time with the notebook if there's any other liquids that you would like to try.
Let's see, oil and.
I'll send you the spells, or I'll send you the items. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Indigo Connect. Thank you, Blue Lizard Girl, for hanging out in the chat tonight. Hey, do you wonder? We'll see you all very, very soon here on Indigo Chameleon.